Welcome to Third Eye Champagne. This is Linda Grindel. I am Kirsten Langston. If you're new here, let me tell you how it goes. I am a psychic. She is a psychic and a medium. That means she talks to dead people. So we have Linda come by every so often and hang out and talk to dead people, and it's fucking amazing. So guess what? She's going to do it for you guys today. And I am so pumped about these two subjects. I have had a lot of people ask if Linda could contact these two subjects, and she's going to try to do it today. So I'm really into it. Before we get into it, if you want to find Linda, if you want to book with Linda, you're going to go to www.lindagrindel.com. That's where you book. That's where you schedule. There's a phone number on the website also.
Yes.
And if you just want to see what she's about, you want to be a fan, she's on Facebook, Linda Grindel, famous medium and comedian. So we have these are some heavy requests. I'm really into it. People want you to contact Edgar Cayce.
Okay.
Or Madame Blavatsky. So who do you want to start with first? Because these, I
see Edgar Cayce's
all right,
face.
let's go with Cayce.
He was really wiped out when he crossed over. He didn't take good care of himself, though. He's telling us to take care of ourselves. I guess he kept reading even though it was draining. You guys don't understand, these readings will drain you psychically.
That's why I charge so goddamn much money.
Because it really is tough.
Yeah.
It's not, people tend to think, oh, can you answer these questions? You have to understand we have to stop. We have to go out there, and universally things will start hitting us. I try to go through the God force. And it's
but
tough.
sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you can't. And then it's like you're on your own power.
I know.
You're trying to do, I've done that where I've had readings where I'm trying to do it under my own power because I just, for some reason, I'm not
connecting on the other side.
Yeah. And it's like, fuck, dude, those are brutal.
Yeah.
They're brutal.
He is really spiritually powerful. He's standing with the masters. He's standing with the Christ. I don't know if people are going to get upset, but he's saying Mary. There's Mary.
Yeah.
I think that Mary Magdalene was definitely the wife of Christ, or the person.
Oh, yeah.
She was, and there was not a virgin birth. Transition coming to the earth is pretty powerful, you guys. A lot of changes, a lot of stepping vibrationally higher up. If you're not vibrationally moving to Christ, so to speak, or whoever you want,
the Christ energy,
then you will get sick. I mean, it's like, it's vibrationally, it's almost like you have to vibrationally be strong, because it's like
you can't
a poison is coming.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. He's saying his prophecies, a lot of them are coming true.
He's a talker.
Because the melting, he's saying that the oceans are coming up. And you think there's flooding, there's going to be even more flooding. And he was warned, take care of yourself, take care of yourself. People were just grabbing in his psychic energy.
Yeah.
He didn't know how to take care of himself.
Right.
And also remember, he was in an unconscious state. See, you and I are conscious when we read.
Right. He
went
just
unconscious.
Wide open.
And there was a lot of energy forms trying to get in there. Okay. He was just a communicator. He's like, can't take credit for a lot of it. But because he sacrificed his own body to communicate, he ended up going, but he's happy over there. But he keeps telling me, I was just a communicator, but he's like with a group of people that helped him, helping others. So they're working through someone. He's not standing on the outside saying, hey, I'm Edgar Cayce. Like Gandhi's more powerful than him.
You want to look at Madame Blavatsky?
Madame Blavatsky. She's a great piece. Was she real sick when she died? I don't feel like she dropped dead. She saw things before she died. She knew when she was going to die.
She is clearly my spirit animal. She was also humorous, vulgar, impulsive, and warm-hearted, and didn't give a hoot for anyone or anything.
Exactly.
That's it. I am the reincarnation. No.
Did they have her birthday?
Yeah, I'll get it for you.
Because she feels like she would tell people off.
August 12th, 1831.
Yeah, and you know what? She was adored. She liked it. She liked people to fuss over her.
And how did you say she died?
I felt like she got sick or something.
Flu.
Like she was like, holy crap.
She died of the flu?
But she feels like she knew she was going to die.
I kind of want to know what she thinks about what's going on
right now
with the shifting and the changing and
it's all as prophesied. That's the first thing they say to me. All this was to be. So don't gather up in anxiety, mourning it, or holding on to anything. Let it go. Many people will lose their lives, she said. because of this shift thing that's going on. Feels like weather issues. She's saying the main thing is to not be afraid. Everything's going to be okay. She's saying don't be afraid. I mean, because the worst thing can happen is death, and that's no biggie. She had a bit of an ego, which kind of protected her. So she's not saying get your ego out of it. She's almost like that's what kept her going.
Do you think it's because she was a woman that she needed maybe a little bit more protection than somebody like Edgar Cayce?
Could be. She was sought after.
Yes.
She got real popular. She liked that.
Yes. Yeah. What?
The main thing is she looks fabulous. She wants you to know she looks fabulous. She's got her old body when she was young. Psychically, she shows that she was very pretty.
I love that.
Okay. So they're saying, you know that saying in the Bible, not that I totally take the Bible because it was written by man. Anything of man is man. But there is a statement in there about be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect.
Yeah.
Edgar Cayce, it's interesting that they said this because he says the actual real translation of that particular in that language in Latin means be whole as your Father in heaven is whole. So to be whole, be present. Don't. You see what I'm saying? It's like you have the gunnery and everything you need inside of yourself. By being at peace and being in connection, all this stuff goes, it's almost like being able to handle it is easier. It is as prophesied, you guys. This was supposed to happen. The United States is going to be a little more protected. I'm not seeing a lot of drama. I see sadness because of the political energy.
Right.
But all these shifts are making for a better world.
Right.
So they're telling me, you know, you have to be connected with who you are. You have to be, like I always tell people, you cannot find happiness if you're always looking out there, because nothing out there will make you whole. No one person, no material thing, no fame and fortune will ever make you whole. The connection within yourself is the strongest. But remember, you can always ask for help, and they're always willing to help you.
Always.
Always.
That's real.
That's real. They are there, willing. You open the door, and they're there helping you. Well, you got to understand, sometimes when you ask for certain things, they have to get rid of this other bullshit before they can give it to you.
Yep.
When I became awake, I actually lost a marriage in the awakening because it was like, that had to go. But the purpose of that was to take me here.
Right. But do you think that there is a reason for all this psychic activity suddenly? Because I feel like it's been the last couple years. It's like all of a sudden it's going everywhere.
Out. Well, it's not as criticized like it used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
And all the reincarnated witches are back.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
like a lot of the gang type activity that takes place are cowboys from another lifetime.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's some real shit.
So there's a lot of great energy coming through, and these are the witches that are finally going to be able to do their piece and not be criticized for it.
I feel like I was burned as a witch flat out. I know
Right.
I was. I know I was. I've actually had a couple psychics tell you've never told me that, but I've had a couple psychics tell me
Say
that.
you were a witch.
That I was
I know
a
you
witch.
as a bitch, but not a witch.
That's how everybody knows me. They said that though, that I was hung, and
Whoa.
then I was, you know who told me that was Sandy.
Okay.
So I know it's real shit.
Right.
I was hung and then set on fire.
Whoa.
And that my sister from this life was in that life with me. We weren't related, but that she was set on fire while she was still alive.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, guys, that's it. We're wrapping it up. That was kind of a long one. Okay. We love you.
Love you.
Thank you so much for watching. Yes, yes,
Be
subscribe.
kind and breathe.
Yes. That's pretty much the best advice ever.
Right.
And if you're so inclined, drink champagne.
Drink champagne.